Good morning and welcome here, Sunday morning, St. Andrew's online worship. We are glad that you have joined us here. It is also National Indigenous Day here in Canada, and not to take away at all from the power of and the importance of the Black Lives Matter movement. But we as Canadians also have some systemic racism that is very much a part of our national fabric that we need to deal with and that we need to confess and make reparation for. And so on this National Indigenous Day, it seems appropriate that we would acknowledge the ancestral lands upon which we meet, even if it's just the homes in which we meet as we gather here for worship. And so today we begin our gathering by acknowledging the land on which we gather, that it is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe peoples, many of whom continue to live and work here today. The territory is covered by the Upper Canada Treaties and is within the land protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. Today, this gathering place is home to many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and acknowledging reminds us that our great standard of living is directly related to the resources and friendship of Indigenous peoples. And so we are thankful that we get to gather here today as we worship. A few announcements as we begin. You had the opportunity to see the loop play just before this segment, and so a reminder that while our worship is continuing online, our church life continues as well. And so you'll have noticed the outreach announcement in the announcement loop that we are trying to care for our community with some donations to the local YWCA shelter. Our futures team continues to meet as we look ahead and continue to plan to be the church that the Lord wants us to be. The reopening team continues to meet as we aim towards figuring out how we can in fact gather together in our building again, but to do that as safely as possible. There are study opportunities, there are growth opportunities, there are prayer opportunities. Continuing to grow in our life of faith is so important. As far as our worship goes, we have some special things planned in upcoming weeks, so make sure you get your videos in to Diane Viney, get your photographs into me so that we can prepare some special things for upcoming worship services. The gardening team is looking for some assistance in watering and weeding our gardens at church, so please contact Erica Cornell about that. And soup is on today after service. Come by the church, drop off your offering if that's how you give, and pick yourself up, I think it's cream of asparagus, and I want to say minestrone was the other one. It's a great opportunity to do a little drive-by and see some people as well. So, and as well, happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. Father's Day is not always a happy time for everybody. Not everybody had a great dad. Some of us were blessed to have great dads. Anytime that we see the best of our fathers, however, it is a reflection of our Heavenly Father. And so Luke has a special song that he has sung for us this morning as we celebrate this Father's Day, and as we are reminded that our God in heaven is the best of Heavenly Fathers. Have a listen.